All right. As I get older, I've had to acknowledge that my physical capabilities are not quite what they used to be. For instance, I've got this lovely fire ring in the backyard, but preparations for my annual bonfire these days involve less axe and far more chainsaw. Now, last year, my youngest daughter, then a junior in high school, decided to take a weight training class. And she rather excitedly kept us updated on her progress, especially with doing squats. And she would be like, Dad, today I got up to 200 pounds. And I'd be like, wow, cool. And then it'd be, Dad, today I squatted 230. And I'd be like, excellent. That's great. But truthfully, I had little good idea of just how much weight she was really talking about. I mean, it certainly sounded impressive, but just how strong was she actually getting? And at some point, this little voice in the back of my head piped up and said, she might actually be stronger than you. What? You can't be sure, can you? Go away. All right, so turns out that like that little girl in the movie Inside Out, my brain has its own set of distinct voices. Anyway, it didn't seem like she was actually stronger than me, but then again, I couldn't be sure. And my aging body had demonstrated this rather uncanny knack for, well, not performing up to expectations. So I wondered, but then again, did it really matter? Dad, today I squatted a jillion pounds. Okay, was I really that insecure about my own declining physical capability? I mean, the changes in my physical abilities? And at that point, the parental voice in my head piped up. Yeah, right? Because what kind of parent would you be? What? Seriously, what kind of man is concerned about competing with their own child, not even one third their age? I'm not. Anyway, about that time, we go out of town for a college visit, and that night we have dinner in the hotel restaurant. And afterwards, I say to her, you know what? I'm going to go visit the fitness center. You want to come with me? And she's like, nah, I'm good. I'll just meet you back at the room. So I make my way to the fitness center, and by on my way, I mean with a detour to the hotel bar to get some tequila. Now, you know those stories where somebody says, hey, hold my beer. Well, one where somebody's thinking, where's a good place to set down my tequila isn't much different. And for those of you who are wondering, set down tequila, this isn't salt, lime, and shoot it tequila. It's been a long day and I'm going to treat myself to some fancy sipping tequila. So I'm sipping my tequila and making my way to the fitness center. And I get there and it's empty, of course, but I see this high tech, really sleek, fancy looking multi-gym device. Hey, that's one sexy machine. Libido brain, go away. All right, but I'm just saying, maybe some of that sexy will rub off on you. Go away. So I approach the the machine, and I notice that I can figure out to do squats. And I think, this is perfect. I can finally compare myself to my, I mean, figure out just what my daughter's been talking about all this time. So I walk up to it and to start figuring out how to set it up for squats and where to set down my tequila. And that's when my macho brain stages a coup. Now, normally my macho brain is fairly well behaved, despite its rather dodgy reputation, not entirely undeserved, of course. It's often quite helpful, like lending confidence to my social anxiety brain when I have a party to go to with a lot of strange people, or convincing my, it's a velociraptor, run away brain that it's overreacting when confronting a difficult or scary situation, especially an emotional one, like asking my wife why she seems upset. And I want to stress, particularly for that brain, that my wife is very much not a velociraptor, ever. Now, in this moment, my rational brain is thinking, there must be some way that I can set the starting point higher so that I'm not crouching down so low in some ridiculously contorted position. And my self-preservation brain is going, this is a bad idea. We should at least have a weight belt, or not starting with all of the weight, or maybe just giving rational brain a little more time to figure this out. But macho brain gets impatient and just shoves them inside and says, let's do this. So he squats down. I squat down and tort myself under the bar and give a mighty heave and start rising with near superhuman effort, because it is the entire weight stack. Until there's this thing pop and distressing stabbing pain in my lower back. And at this point, Macho Brain almost goes into full self-destruct mode and thinks, it's probably nothing. Let's finish this. Fortunately, better heads prevail. What, are you crazy? The Velociraptor's going to get us all killed. Well, probably not killed, but no telling what kind of damage he is doing. You're going to get us all paralyzed, you idiot. Well, after a full-on revolt by all the other brains, they managed to subdue Macho Brain, and I'm able to extract myself from the machine and make my way back to the room where I finish off my tequila. And to further dull the pain, take a Percocet that I had left over from a previous lower back injury. Yeah, I'd herniated a disc some years before, without the dramatic pop and internal dialogue, of course. Under the circumstances, you'd think somebody would have paid more attention to self-preservation brain. Yeah. Anyway, since then, I still don't have a good idea of just how much weight my daughter's talking about, or just how strong she really is. And it's going to stay that way. And since then, I've come to realize that what's really macho is being strong enough to help other people be their best selves, even when it means being better at something than I am. Right, Macho Brain? Right. Let's do that.